So, back in the Night Stars of Andromeda, everyone was still talking about the Manlove Corporation, and they were talking about the announcement that they put out, where they were saying that they weren't about romance and love between men, but they actually were about domination and submission. And they were saying that they were the dominants and that any men that they dealt with in any way were their submissives. So the problem with that was that the Andromedan Congress didn't know that they had put out that announcement. But when they found out, they were not very happy about it because most of the Andromedan Congress members were endorsed by the Manlove Corporation. And not only were they endorsed by the Manlove Corporation, they also were expected to do the bidding of the Manlove Corporation. And if they didn't do their bidding, then the Manlove Corporation spent millions of dollars to get them kicked out of the Andromedan Congress. So yeah, everyone was kind of putting two and two together that the Manlove Corporation was saying that they were the dominants and that any men that they dealt with were their submissives. And they were listening to how the Andromedan Congress members tried really hard to dance around the subject. And people were getting pretty upset. And they weren't upset with the Congress members, they were upset with the straight Manlove Corporation because it was becoming clear that all they were a bunch of bullies. And on top of being bullies and forcing their elected officials to do what they wanted, they also were gloating about it and bragging that they were the dominants and that those endorsed officials were their submissives. So yeah, everyone was getting pretty fed up with the Manlove Corporation because it was becoming clear that their elected officials weren't doing anything for the people who elected them, but rather they were doing the bidding of bullies that were intimidating and pushing them around and humiliating them by saying that they were their submissives.